Pentatonix won season 3 of the Sing-Off and have been bringing their a cappella talent to the world ever since. Now the group is gearing up to release not one, but 2 EPs this fall. Mitch, Scott, Avi, Kirsty, and Kevin join me now. Guys, great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
You have been busy. You have 2 EPs coming out this fall. One already came out already. What's that one all about? What songs are on there? What can we hear?
Well, we just released PTX Volume 3. There is 4 covers and 3 originals. And we feel like we really found our sound with this EP, and we're really excited about it.
How is it different than your previous work?
I feel like I think it's just more mature. And we've also traveled a lot now. And so I think we've just gotten a lot of inspiration from all the different places we've been.
What about the covers on the set? How do you go about picking those?
Just any song that comes along and inspires one of us, we'll bring it to the group. And we'll be like, I love this song, Rather Be, because I feel like Kirsty could sing it great. Like, we just like bring ideas and then we try to arrange it, and if it doesn't work out, we just ditch it. But most of the time, when someone's really inspired by something, it comes through.
Are there ever any heated debates?
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be musical differences. I mean, we're 5 different people from, completely different backgrounds, but I think that's what makes the music so interesting, that we can meld all these different ideas together to create something that's really interesting.
That's cool. Take me into like the writing process and the recording process, because I know you have a couple of originals on this one as well.
Well, we usually write individually or like in duos or something, and we write the song on our own, like with a guitar or piano, and then we bring it and then we arrange it like we would arrange a cover song. And then the recording process, well, this particular time we were on tour in Asia and Australia during a lot of the recording, so we would just get a studio anywhere we could just rent one. And it's kind of cool, though, to know our album's been recorded all over.
So you guys are going to be in Pitch Perfect too. How did that come about?
Oh my goodness.
How did that come about?
How did it come about? I feel like our fans were just kind of petitioning the people on the crew, and they were like, we really want to see Pentatonix in the sequel. So I think that kind of helped get us on. But
and it was also such a perfect fit. Like, we're big in the acapella world, and Pitch Perfect is like the acapella movie, and so we're honored to be a part of it. And we have a very small cameo in it, but we're really excited about it. It's gonna be fun. Well,
you don't want to give too much away, but what was it like on set? Did you get to interact with some of the actors, like Anna Kendrick, or work with Elizabeth Banks?
Actually, he did. You met Anna.
Yeah, I met Anna Kendrick for a second. She came up to me and she was like, I've seen your Vines before. My roommate and I watched them, and I was like, thank you. I have seen your major motion pictures before. Me and the rest of the world watched them. No, but she was so sweet. Everyone was nice. It's funny how like everything is so fast moving and it's hurry up and wait, and then it was really cool being on a movie set for all of us. And working with Elizabeth Banks was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
She was so
cool.
sweet. She came up to us over and over and was like, y'all are killing it. I love you guys. I'm so happy to have you in the movie.
I don't know how she did it either. Those work days are long.
I know.
Earlier this week, I received an email from a teacher who works in Baltimore, and I had interviewed you guys maybe a year or so ago on the phone, and I wrote an article about it, and she came across it and asked me if she can use my article as part of her curriculum for her musical chorus class, which is so neat. And I just feel like, I don't know, it means a lot for me to, and personally, but for you guys, you really are changing the game here. Do you feel like you are in the a cappella world and in the musical, industry in general?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in terms of the music industry, I feel like what we are doing right now, nobody else is really doing, especially in mainstream pop. And I think that's why it's so exciting for our viewers and our listeners, because it's so different from what they're used to hearing.
And it's so cool to be able to relate so much to choir nerds, because we are all just choir nerds. We did this as a hobby growing up. We loved it. We grew up in choirs together. And so knowing that there are choir kids out there that are inspired by us is really cool, that we can provide that for them, because when I was growing up and in high school, there was no better feeling than being inspired and being excited about an artist. And so just knowing that we're doing that for people is really cool.
Acapella is really hot right now. Do you think it's here to stay?
Wow.
Well, we're still here.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, no,
That
I
is
mean,
good.
we're just going to continue doing our thing. We love making music, and we're just hopefully, going to continue making a lot more music for people.
And it's not even about us really, being a cappella mascots necessarily, but just, doing what we love to do, creating music that we love, and it just happens to be all vocals.
Right, this is our sound.
Yeah.
For people who don't know your background, who may be just finding out about you, can you kind of give us a little background about how you guys all met and linked up before the Sing-Off?
Yeah, well, it was 3 years ago. The 3 of us, we've grown up together since we were like 8 years old. And so 3 years ago, we were going to try out as a trio for the Sing-Off. And then my friend was like, you should add a bass and a beatboxer. That'll really up your game for the show. And so we found Avi through that same friend, a mutual friend. And we found Kevin last second. He was the last member to join the group. We found him on YouTube. He had a video of him playing cello and beatboxing. And it is unbelievable. And so we were like, you have to be in our group. And he was down to join. And honestly, the 5 of us met as a group for the first time the day before the audition. And then the show was a whirlwind, and then we ended up winning the show, and then we started a YouTube channel, and it feels like it's gone by so fast.
When you're not on the road, some of you are living together, I just found out. So what's the living arrangements between you guys?
So it's these two together.
What's up?
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
us
We live
baby.
in an apartment together.
And then she is by
I'm
herself.
away
With a new doggy, I hear.
with a puppy
Cutest
Yeah.
dog that anyone will ever
It's
puppy
see.
dog?
my little family.
Oh, that's really
My little family.
Yeah, I mean, dogs are great. And so you're all in LA, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very nice. And next year I hear maybe another album, a full length perhaps? this
Yeah,
time?
that's what we're
Yeah,
looking
that's the
for.
hope. That's the
Okay,
hope.
so what will we hear on that? Or, some more covers, more originals?
More original.
More original
That's
material.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, we're slowly like transitioning to an original artist. There'll always be covers because that's what got us to where we are. But we do want to do more original music. And PTX Volume 3, all our favorite songs are the original songs. So we're getting there.
Yeah, yeah. How are you guys at making up a song on the spot? If I asked you to kind of like come up with something right now.
Oh,
You know,
man.
you'd think that was something we could do really well.
I'm not saying
Very
not
hard.
particularly skilled.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I mean, like, we can jam something musically, but, like, if you bring lyrics into the thing,
No.
no way.
No.
What if can you give us a little sample of a jam?
I mean, I could just start something. You could make a bass line, then they can. Like that, maybe.
I loved it. Thanks so much, guys. I love it. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for
for having
having
us.
us.
No problem.
So I'm here with Pentatonix, and love your guys' new stuff, and we want to know a little bit more about you. So I'm going to go around and ask you what your favorite movie, TV show, that kind of thing. So get ready, get ready.
Anxiety.
So I'll start with you.
Sure.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Spirited Away by Miyazaki.
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Jurassic Park.
Oh my god, there's so many. Moulin Rouge.
Lord of the Rings.
A Beautiful Mind.
Ooh, okay, I like these. Okay, favorite song. I know this one's going to be tough for you guys. It doesn't have to be the ultimate favorite, but one of your favorites.
One of my favorite songs. One of my honestly favorite songs ever is a song called Emerge by this band called Fisher Spooner.
For some reason, this song just came to my head. One of my favorite songs, Pilot Jones by Frank Ocean.
Gravity, Sarah Bareilles.
Upward Over the Mountain by Iron Wine.
This is so hard.
You got last, you got last.
Some
You have the most time.
all Stevie Wonder songs. How about that?
Okay, all right.
I love
that's fair,
Stevie.
that's fair.
He's the man. I did, but I love Stevie. He's the man.
Favorite television show on TV right now, or Netflix, or whatever?
Family Guy.
American Horror Story, 100%.
Modern Family.
Game of Thrones.
24.
Wow, really different. You guys run the gamut. I guess you don't watch television together. First concert.
Oh my God. Dixie Chicks was my first one.
A group called Trout Fishing in America. They were great.
I think it was Kelly Clarkson, or it was Pink. I don't know.
DC Talk.
Jim Brickman.
Nice. Oh, Jim Brickman. Yeah, he's really talented. Okay, favorite food.
Favorite food. Oh, wait, that's
man.
hard. I really love Japanese cuisine.
Fried chicken.
Cheese. I'm just gonna generalize ideas.
It's a Nigerian dish called eba. And so, yeah, my dad's from Nigeria, so I eat a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's great.
Awesome. Okay, one last one, I think. First job, if you had a job other than Pentatonix.
My first and only job, I worked as an intern at a theater camp for kids.
I have always just sung. I've never had a job. I signed up for Cha Cha though. Do you remember that? That like online thing, and I used to answer questions on Cha Cha. I know, I was such a yeah, I was in it too. I could answer so fast.
I remember that, actually. I was a hostess at a restaurant.
I worked at a roller rink.
I was a copyist for the orchestra.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much.
Thank
This is
you.
really, really
Thank
fun. You
you.
guys are really good on the spot.
Thank you.
Thanks.